Meghan Markle faces a shocking revelation as King Charles makes a bold move to revoke Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana's royal titles permanently. It's an unexpected jolt in the royal saga that few could have predicted. Picture this: a quiet evening in Montecito, California. Meghan sits in her elegant living room, scrolling through the day's headlines. Her phone buzzes with an urgent message from a trusted source. As she reads the news, her heart sinks. The titles she once believed would keep a thread of connection to the monarchy for her children are gone. This decision isn't just another twist in the ongoing drama, it's a monumental shift, redefining the relationship between the Sussexes and Buckingham Palace. But why would King Charles make such a definitive and strategic move? And how will this impact Archie and Lilibet's future? Buckle up, because this story is deeper and more intriguing than it seems. Before diving into the drama, let's take a moment to understand why royal titles hold such significance. In the British monarchy, titles are more than ceremonial, they represent power, tradition, and legacy. According to the 1917 letters patent issued by King George V, Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana, as grandchildren of the reigning monarch, were entitled to become prince and princess. So why didn't they receive these titles at birth? When Prince Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties in 2020, they effectively distanced themselves and their children from the core of royal life. Yet, with King Charles's ascension, many believed Archie and Lilibet would finally claim their rightful titles. Now, with that hope shattered, the question lingers: what led to this decision? Has the Sussexes' quest for independence reshaped their relationship with the monarchy in ways that made this outcome inevitable? A double-edged sword. When Meghan and Harry announced their decision to step away from royal life, it was presented as a bold pursuit of freedom. Many admired their bravery in seeking a new path. However, independence comes with sacrifices. By leaving their royal roles, they gave up not only their duties but also the privileges that come with them, including financial support and security provided to working royals. While the couple sought a fresh start in the United States, critics viewed their choice as a rejection of royal tradition, one that left the monarchy in a fragile position. Now, fast forward to today, could King Charles's decision to strip Archie and Lilibet of their titles be a reaction to this perceived defiance, or was it a strategic move to safeguard the monarchy's future? When the news broke, Meghan's response became a focal point. Insiders close to the Sussexes reportedly described her as blindsided and deeply upset, highlighting how the decision has added another layer to the ongoing battle of perceptions between the Sussexes and the palace. A lot of the couple's public story has focused on securing a better future for their children. For Meghan, royal titles meant more than just status, they represented a sense of belonging. Even though they had stepped away from royal life, Archie and Lilibet's connection to the monarchy was seen as a bridge between two worlds. Without those titles, what's left of their link to the family Harry was born into? But Meghan isn't just facing disappointment. She's also dealing with the public perception. For years, critics have accused her of seeking fame over family, and this latest move only adds fuel to that fire, once again placing her under intense scrutiny. Why did King Charles make this decision? From the palace's point of view, it might seem like a practical, even necessary move. One of the key goals of his reign has been to streamline the monarchy. By focusing attention and resources on direct heirs like Prince William and his children, Charles aims to ensure the monarchy stays relevant in today's world. With Archie and Lilibet living so far away and far from the royal spotlight, they don't fit into that vision. Granting titles to Archie and Lilibet could have invited even more scrutiny into the monarchy's involvement in their lives, opening the door to controversy and distraction. Yet the timing of this decision is hard to ignore. Could it be Charles's way of drawing a line with the Sussexes? If so, what message is he sending not just to Harry and Meghan but to the world? Let's face it, the royal family doesn't operate in isolation. Every move, every headline is shaped by public opinion. And when it comes to Meghan and Harry, the world is sharply divided. For some, their departure was a courageous stand against outdated traditions. For others, it felt like a betrayal of duty. This latest development has reignited discussions about loyalty, family, and the monarchy's evolving role. What's clear is that King Charles's decision to revoke the titles isn't just a personal matter, it speaks to bigger questions about identity, legacy, and the future of an institution that has both been revered and criticized for centuries. So what does the future hold for Archie and Lilibet without royal titles? Freed from the burden of royal expectations, they have the chance to carve out their own paths. But in a world where their parents are global figures and their heritage is constantly under the spotlight, how will they define themselves? Will they embrace their American roots, or will they seek to reconnect with their royal heritage in the future? For Meghan and Harry, the road ahead is equally uncertain. This latest twist adds more complexity to their already unpredictable journey. Their royal story highlights the delicate balance between independence and connection. Here's the twist: could royal titles be reinstated in the future? While these titles are largely symbolic, they're not set in stone. Could Archie and Lilibet's titles return someday, perhaps under a new monarch, or if circumstances change, the pendulum could swing back? Even if that happens, one thing is clear: today's events will leave a lasting mark on the Sussexes' relationship with the monarchy and with each other. The story of Meghan, Harry, Archie, and Lilibet is far from over. It's a narrative woven with tradition, rebellion, and the search for identity in a world that remains both captivated and divided by the royals. What do you think of King Charles's decision? Was it a carefully planned move to protect the monarchy, or an unnecessary slight against the Sussexes? Share your thoughts, and let's keep this conversation going as we watch this royal drama unfold. One thing is certain: the monarchy, with all its complexities, continues to captivate us in ways few institutions can. King Charles's decision to revoke Archie and Lilibet's titles has implications that reach far beyond the Sussex family. This move sends shockwaves through the monarchy itself. At a time when the British royal family is under increasing pressure to modernize, this decision exposes an internal struggle between tradition and progress. For centuries, the monarchy has been built on strict hierarchies and a clear line of succession. However, in the 21st century, this rigid structure often clashes with the expectations of a global audience. Charles's plan to slim down the monarchy is undoubtedly strategic, but it comes with risks. It could alienate family members who might have played important roles as cultural ambassadors, bridging the monarchy with the wider world. By removing Archie and Lilibet's titles, is King Charles unintentionally weakening the monarchy's appeal to younger, more diverse generations? Or is he simply setting a new standard for what modern royal leadership looks like: focused, efficient, and free from unnecessary ceremonial roles? Let's take a moment to think about how titles shape identity, especially for children like Archie and Lilibet. Growing up without the titles of prince and princess may seem like a small thing at first, but in the royal world, titles carry significant meaning. They represent more than just prestige; they hold historical and emotional value. Titles are a way of showing where one fits into the intricate royal structure. They signal belonging to a family that by nature is exclusive and rooted in tradition. For Archie and Lilibet, the lack of these titles may create a sense of disconnect, a lingering question of where they truly belong in the larger royal narrative. Belonging. It's important to remember that Harry himself once struggled with the weight of his title. In his memoir Spare, he opened up about the emotional burden of being the spare to his brother William, the heir. By stepping away from royal duties, Harry hoped to escape the expectations tied to his title. However, in doing so, did he unknowingly limit the opportunities available to his own children? At the heart of this story lies a deeper question: how will this decision affect the already strained relationships within the royal family? Harry and Meghan's departure from royal life famously led to a rift with Prince William and Kate Middleton. Tensions with his father, King Charles, have also been widely reported. The revocation of Archie and Lilibet's titles only worsens these divides, making any future reconciliation seem even more difficult. For King Charles, this move may have been about protecting the monarchy's integrity, but it also risks deepening the emotional rift within the family. For Harry and Meghan, this is incredibly personal. It's a stark reminder that stepping away from royal duties comes with lasting consequences. Then there's the emotional impact on Archie and Lily. As they grow older and uncover more about their family's history, how will they come to terms with the fact that their grandfather formally severed their ties to the monarchy? When it comes to Meghan Markle's approach moving forward, one thing is clear: she doesn't back down from challenges. Since leaving royal life, Meghan has dedicated herself to creating a brand rooted in independence, empowerment, and advocacy. But how does this new chapter affect her plans? Some experts think Meghan may use this as an opportunity to further separate her image from the royal family, emphasizing her role as a self-made figure. Others suggest she might frame the loss of titles as yet another hurdle she and Harry have faced in their journey toward personal freedom. Whatever path Meghan chooses, how she handles the situation will be pivotal, not just for her public image, but for the legacy she's shaping for her children. One of the most intriguing aspects of this story is how it unfolds in the court of public opinion. Since Harry and Meghan first announced their decision to step back from royal duties, they have been deeply polarizing figures. Supporters see them as modern trailblazers royals bold enough to leave behind an outdated institution. Critics, however, accuse them of hypocrisy, claiming they enjoy the privileges of royalty while rejecting its responsibilities. The removal of Archie and Lily's titles has added a fresh layer to this ongoing debate. Supporters call King Charles's decision petty and punitive, interpreting it as a way to punish Harry and Meghan for choosing independence. Critics, on the other hand, view it as a logical move that aligns with Charles's vision for a more streamlined monarchy. As opinions continue to pour in, it's clear this story has become a flashpoint for broader discussions about privilege, family dynamics, and tradition.